What is going on, my friends, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the CJ Nerf channel. Up today, the Nerf Zombie Strike Scravenger unboxing. Oh yeah, and 2018 review. For the average retail price of $49.99, here's what you're gonna get with the Nerf Zombie Strike Scravenger. You're gonna get the blaster itself, two 12-round magazines, a top scope with a built-in extra mag holder. You're going to get a tactical light, which requires 3 AAA batteries, which are not included. You're going to get a 2-shot jolt, as well as a replica sniper barrel with fake bullet holes in the side. You're going to get 26 elite darts, as well as a set of directions. Going over the features of the Nerf Zombie Strike Scravenger, first thing you're going to notice is the difference in size overall between this and the original Slamfire. Check this photo out. Okay, now looking at the overall blaster itself, you're going to notice that a jolt that comes with this blaster will actually snap on between these two clips right here and here. And it actually, where the grip is, it actually molds in between these two little round holes. But I will say that it feels like you could, just like that, knock it off pretty easily. So I think it's cool how they integrated it onto the stock, but as you can see, just your arm simply hitting into it will actually knock it off. Also to point out, the jolt actually, or the jolt reskin actually has 2 shots instead of 1. So it's a perfect balance between a regular jolt and a triad. The other beautiful thing about this stock is that it actually removes, and that's something that the Slamfire didn't do. So simply pull it off, and the beautiful thing about the end strike adapter rail is that it is actually upside down and inverted. So which means is typically the stock would actually attach like this normally and be really, really low. But the fact that they inverted it was a beautiful thing, because now the way it makes the stock go, it actually gets more comfortable for your shoulder. Not to mention, it's compatible with a lot of the other Nerf rails, like the Demolisher. Very nice. Try the MK2, just for a couple of different looks. They all work well, and they lock in upside down. Now, if you put it normally, it will not lock, and you can just pull it right off. 2, when I look at the priming handle underneath, you're going to notice, just like the Slamfire, it does have bend either way, which I had never had a problem with one of these breaking, but it just feels like it kind of could. Just pointing it out, it's pretty much on par with the original Slamfire priming bar. Alright guys, moving up top to where the actual scope is on this tactical rail, you'll notice that there is a magazine sleeve actually attached to the scope, and you simply just take your magazine and you're going to slide it forward. Keep in mind, when you do this and you're pushing in, it tends to actually pull the scope off. So just be careful when you're putting it on, and you should have no problems. Also keep in mind that it doesn't like friction fit down to the side. So if you're running around, it will, you know, kind of come out and smack into the blaster a little bit. But pretty cool design how they integrated it with this. I kind of wish they did it somehow separate, because I don't really like it attached to the optic, but it's unique. I'll give them that. That's pretty cool. Moving up to the front barrel attachment, of course, this one will accept any of your other Nerf barrels that you want to place on. The one thing I thought was kind of weird was when you looked inside the barrel, you will see that there's some ridges and bumps in there. I thought it might affect dart performance, but it actually hasn't yet to this point. So it actually has a unique look with these bullet holes kind of cut out and stuff. Pretty cool. Alright guys, we're going to take a look at the Jamb Door next, because I just want to explain how cramped this is. They actually put a carrying handle up here, but they compressed it down pretty far. So if you actually do have a problem with this blaster, it's a little hard to get in there because of how close they put the carrying handle down just over the top of this. With the one tactical rail that they have underneath for the flashlight attachment, it's actually kind of cool. You can put other attachments from the Modulus line there if you like. So you have the 2 tactical rails, you have a sling mount right here. You can put the sling pretty much anywhere here that you want. So overall, it's got some cool features and nice size to it. Now, to go over the best part of this blaster is actually this button right here. When it's in single mode and you go ahead and prime it, then you actually use the trigger to fire the blaster. With a simple switch and pushing it forward, you turn it into Slamfire mode, and it basically eliminates the trigger function. So now all you have to do is prime the blaster. That's a pretty cool feature, and something the Slamfire didn't offer. So my friends, do me a favor, drop it in the comment section. Let me know what your thoughts are so far on the Nerf Zombie Strike Scravenger. Very curious to know. Second, click the card in the upper right-hand corner of your screen. It'll take you to my 2018 reviews playlist, so you can see all of the new blaster reviews that I've actually done so far, like the Prometheus, the Hades, the Ghost Ops Evader. I've also completed the Infamous one. The Zombie Strike one you're obviously watching now, and I actually have the Thunderhawk coming out pretty soon. So, guys, check that link. friends, max range test, 80 feet to the end of the driveway, 50 feet to the fence, 0 wind, take a look, but I'm trying to race in to get it done before a storm. So we're gonna time lapse the video for the firing, come back in real time mode to give you the results. Here we go. All right, my friends, as you guys see, 50 feet. And these actually made it out quite far, so I'm going to say 65, 70. And the Slamfire mode is what I did with the AccuFake darts. They pretty much were right on par with the distance in the regular Elite darts in single fire mode. So overall, I am very actually pleased with the performance of the Scravenger. I mean, what's not to like? 80 feet to the end of the driveway, I'd say the max range is probably between 60 to 75 feet. Not bad. All right, my friends, we're gonna take some normal shots in regular mode at the red light, flashlight, and the Phantom 4 mask in the middle. Now we're going to switch to AccuFake darts and go into Slamfire mode. All right, one thing I just want to point out real quick before we do anything is it is in Slamfire mode right now, but this is very important. When you put the magazine in and you pull the priming handle to the rear position, a dart is going to fire, okay? So as you see, just like that. So when you're reloading this, you want to be careful, and maybe when you're doing the priming handle for the first time, just aim it down at the ground so you don't accidentally shoot somebody because you weren't expecting it. So my friends, it's time for my final review of the Nerf Zombie Strike Scravenger. Now there are a few things that I love about this blaster, there are a few things I don't like about this blaster, so my review is basically sort of mixed, but I think there's better value in other blasters that have been releasing in the fall. First of all, the $50 price tag, although you get quite a bunch of features and attachments with this blaster, I don't know, I just think it's too high. I'm not really crazy about the scope with the magazine attached to it. It flops around a little bit. And just for me, I would have rather had the attachment by itself. The jolt on the back will actually pop off if your arm hits it, and that can just get annoying after a while. I do like that they gave you a second blaster, though. That's pretty cool. The feature that is the best on this blaster, without a doubt, is the Slamfire mode. I love that. The fact that you can prime this and it renders the trigger useless is really, really cool. But it's just not cool enough, in my opinion, for $50. So I'm not going to discourage you from getting this. It performed exactly the way it was supposed to. I had no jams, no malfunctions. It shot well. I mean, I was happy with it the way it did it. I just think for $50, there's better value in some of the other fall releases, particularly the Evader. You can get that one for like 39 bucks. So that semi-automatic, glows in the dark, really cool. Or this, I would definitely go with the Evader 100% of the time before I would buy this. Now, having said that, if you're a big Slamfire fan and you absolutely love that repeater style of a old Western rifle, this is a bigger version of it, and it may suit your needs perfectly. But from my particular playstyle, I would definitely take my $50 and use it in one of the other fall blasters for 2018 for Nerf. So, hope you guys enjoyed this video, found it helpful. Do me a favor, like, subscribe, all that crazy stuff. I'll see you guys on the next video.